Josh?
Josh!
How does it feel? Do you enjoy all those emotions that my sisters got to feel once 1 year ago? Only guess what? They didn't get to laugh it off. No! Nope! No! They're gone! Jessica's fucking dead. What? Did you hear me? Jessica is dead. And you were gonna fucking pay, you dick!
What happened with Jess, Mike? I don't remember killing Jess.
Christ.
Oh, God. Oh, my God, Matt!
Chapter 8, Revelations, 3 hours until dawn. Welcome back to my third and last attempt of Until Dawn. If you have not watched the previous videos done with this, I recommend you watch them before watching this one.
Don't stay away!
Excuse me! Get the hell out of here! Now!
And we saw our first glimpse of the Wendigo in proper form. If you have not seen my first attempt at this, I recommend you watch it first before watching this one. If you haven't seen the second attempt, which was supposed to be my last one, I recommend you watch that one as well before watching this one. That's where we jump off. No, it was the left side. My mistake. Greetings from Calgary. Billy was part of the crew that blasted New Tanos deep in the mines. From the picture, right? Yeah, I think it was from the picture, or... Oh, here we go. Yeah. Josh made this... Josh made this to set up his cycle story, yeah. Yep, all of this was his design, all to make sure he get back at his sisters. Josh made the board to honor the memory of his sisters. Yeah, I made a little discussion at the end of my last of the video I made yesterday about how they could have changed some of the shit from here. If you have not seen it or if you haven't heard it, I recommend you hear it. Like, it makes some pretty good points, so if you want to make some comments on it, go ahead. Who knows, but it was like Sam said, he was basically crying for help. He needed help, but the problem was he took too many of the drugs and medications from his therapy sessions. And when he finally went cuckoo, that's when he finally decided to prank his friends the same way they pranked the girls. But because he knows Sam and Chris had nothing to do with what happened, because he was cuckoo, it involved them. I got these ones too. Oh. Never mind about that. shit. Hannah was alive and in the mines for God knows how long, and the fucking cops was just wandering around in the surface doing God knows what when they could have went into the mines. Since they know about the mountain, they could have just went into the mines, but no, they just stuck around the freaking surface thinking like there's no way they could have went into the mines. There's no way. Pathetic. Yeah, we are right in the lion's den. That's why we've been hearing the Wendigos noises for quite some time. Fortune. Trying to remember what starts off first. The encounter or the other parts? Ooh. Yep, it's right out there.
Okay, this is gonna be the way.
Here's where the jump scares begin. Oh. Go, go, girl, go, 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 go. Doesn't really matter. Come on, go, 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 go. Okay, I got my table ready. I got my table ready.
Step out of it then.
Oh god. I thought I was gonna have to hit stand still for a minute. Oh, nearly missed that one. Okay, here we go. Here's what we got to be very careful. Got him.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Yeah, don't stop there. Ouch. She's by far having the worst night, worse than everyone else.
Crap. What now?
Let me in! Let me in!
Let her in quick.
Shut the door! Oh my god, shut the door!
Emma, are you all right?
I didn't think that I'd make it.
You were screaming for murder.
You look totally lost. There was something.
Where's Matt? Sit down, sit down.
Something's out
you guys
there.
split up?
A monster. It's a
Wait.
Go with concerned.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I don't feel anything. I just need to calm down. It was moving so damn fast.
What?
I just had to get away.
Away from what?
There was this thing, whatever it was.
Em, you can relax. Joshua's messing with
They're
us.
not listening to me.
Em, can you tell us exactly what happened?
I am trying to tell you. We were climbing up the tower and it fell. The whole tower just fell right into the mine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What mines?
There are these mine shafts all over, running under everything. When the tower fell, we ended up down there.
I don't understand. The tower fell? How'd it fall?
I was walking down there in the mines, and it was dark, and I found this pile, and there was Beth's head.
Wait, what?
Beth's head, I found it.
my god.
What the
Are you
fuck?
serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
I think they fell down there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But the worst part is I don't think that Hannah died, like, from the fall, not right away.
Wait, what do you mean?
I don't know, I feel like
She was-
down there, like, starving to death for weeks. When we were all up here looking for her, and we had no idea.
That's...
And no one even bothered to go to the mines.
Listen, in the tower there was a radio, and I got through to someone, but then that was right when the tower collapsed.
You made it.
Oh God,
Yeah,
Mike!
barely.
What about Matt?
We're trying to figure that out.
Yeah, and then there was this monster that was chasing her.
She's all messed up, guys. Emily? Hey, Em?
Whoa.
Who the fuck can that be?
Josh.
Jess?
It's not Jess.
Sorry, man, but who is it?
I don't know. We should check it out. I got your back. Good.
Because of the blinders, they can't see the person very probably. I'm actually surprised this guy managed to hold off the entire Wendigo's army for God knows how long.
Okay. I'm gonna open the door. You ready? You ready?
Just do it already. Whoever it is probably calm by now.
Unless you want me to take a gun.
No. I think that's less good. You do the door. I got the gun.
Just hurry up. Nope.
Hold on there. Hold on there, mister. Freeze. Ow, what? All right. Just take it easy, Grandpa.
Okay, everybody, just calm down. Now, just move over there. Go on, move. Let me say what I came to say. I'm here to tell you what you're up against being back on this mountain. You should never have returned. I don't know why you did after what happened last year.
You mean with Hannah and Beth?
Yeah, how could you know without being involved?
Or responsible.
You hold on to your horses. I don't take kindly to you kids coming up here to my mountain.
Your mountain. Huh. I'm sure the Washingtons would be very surprised to hear that.
Well, the mountain don't belong to me, it's true. But it don't belong to the Washingtons. This mountain belongs to the Wendigo.
They just came up and bought the mountain.
When to go.
Let's hear him out.
Not like we have a choice.
Now, I'm only gonna tell you this once. It doesn't matter to me if you believe it or not. I got reasons I want to get it off my chest.
See? I told you. He's guilty as shit. Guilty as something.
Shut up, Mike.
There is a curse. that dwells in these mountains. Should any man or woman resort to cannibalism in these woods, the spirit of the Wendigo shall be unleashed.
Oh, crap.
That's what he saw.
You're gonna need to find somewhere safe.
The basement might be okay.
Okay, get down there now, all of you, and wait.
What? Why? For how long?
Till dawn.
Guys, I ran off and left Josh when I heard screaming.
Where did you leave him?
In the shed.
Your friend will already be dead.
No, he can't be. We were just with him.
A lot can happen quickly on this mountain.
No shit.
No, I'm gonna go get him.
You can't go out there, Chris.
I'm supposed to be his best friend, and I let him down.
No, he let you down, Chris. He let all of us down.
I don't care. I'm going to get him.
Then I'll go with you.
I don't need your help.
You're going alone is suicide.
Fine.
The rest of you, get down to the basement. Be safe. Don't go outside again until we're back. You don't seem to understand the magnitude of the situation.
Well, I'm going to get Josh, aren't I?
No, I'm going to get Josh. You're going to help me. Do you understand?
Yeah, I think so.
You need to follow me and do everything I tell you.
Survival of the fittest.
This is the end. You point towards the thing you want to kill.
I know how to use a shotgun, man.
No, you don't.
What? How do you know?
Trust me, I know.
Hey, come back safe.
We need to hurry, son.
I'll see you soon.
Hurry up!
So tell me, you're the expert on these things. What's the guy got to know?
You just be careful. You follow my lead.
Yeah, actually, it's like exactly where it should be. I'm surprised with Josh. He's literally all the way over there. I'm literally surprised by that.
So,
Escape unscathed. Yeah, if you gave Matt the flare gun, which he just shoots in the air for no reason at all, she actually gets bitten right there. You see that in my first
how many times do I have
walkthrough.
to shoot it with the shotgun before it's dead?
Well, you'll be shooting it a long time.
You mean this thing won't even kill it?
No, it'll slow it down.
Well, how do you kill it?
They don't like fire.
I don't like fire.
They fear it. And it can kill them if you have to. Their skin is like... it's like tough armor. Unless you burn it off first. It's gross.
Well, what are these things like? I mean, are they just crazy unpredictable, or... I mean, can you figure out what they're gonna do?
Well, they adhere to some pattern. Like any animal. Or human.
You mean, like how? Like they've got schedules?
Well, they only hunt at night.
Oh.
See, he literally said it right there. The Wendigos were originally animals, but then because they could take the forms of the human, they were able
The,
to take the form of the humans.
Wendigo tips?
It hunts
Like
them
if I
by
rub garlic
using
all over me, they would be able to smell me
their
or something?
voices.
They'll still smell you.
Anything like that.
They can't see you if you're standing still. It's like toads. Sight is based on changes in movement in their field of vision.
So if I don't move, I'm basically invisible.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't recommend testing it out. Unless you have no other choice.
It works. You just gotta be careful.
these things, Wendigos, are or were human, do they still have some aspect of humanity?
That's just when they were just talking.
Damn it, what happened? No, he's gone. We're too late. Shh, quiet.
We gotta go. Right now.
We gotta find Josh. He could still be out there.
First, when you go, he'll render you immobile. And then he strips the skin off of your entire body, piece by piece. And then he keeps you alive and aware and feasts on your organs, one piece at a time.
It's why sometimes they keep him alive.
It might still be near.
Hence why it kept Josh. And let's look around. I never actually realized that you can actually walk in here because I never actually done that.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, seeing it firsthand.
Forget it.
And that's where he'd be standing. Okay, here we go.
Wait. No more.
I'm not moving.
You're very quiet.
And then it attacks.
Run! Go! Now! Now! Oh! Back!
God damn!
I'm right out below. Gotta get out of here!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!
Dope, he's dead. The survivalist is dead.
Oh shit. Did it? Oh my god, I killed him. No, stay dead.
Nope, run for it. I love the way he said that. It's like, suck it!
Ah, shit.
Oh, that was close.
Ash! Ash! Oh, thank God, please, let me in quick.
I was about to say, like, maybe, should I go for the tank or no?
What happened?
Yo, we gotta go. That thing was like right behind me. Go, 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 go!
That's Hannah. I just saw the tattoo on the arm. I always try to do that whenever I see this Wendigo. I see the arm, and you can see a sort of glimpse of the tattoo. And you know straight away that it's actually her.
God, guys, my God.
What took you so long?
It's not so good up there right now.
Understatement of the night.
Chris, where's the flamethrower guy?
Yeah,
He didn't make it?
What happened?
the thing, it tore him apart. Right in front of me.
God.
All right,
These all the doors?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
What are you looking for?
Another way out.
Mike, look, I really don't think that's a good idea. We should stay put right here until dawn. At least we're safe down here.
Oh, yeah? All wrapped up like a little present with a bow on top for that thing to tear us apart on Christmas morning?
People will come for us in the morning.
You don't sound so sure.
That is what'll happen, right, Em?
Yeah, I mean, right?
Well, you can wait. I'm leaving.
Mike, there's no key for the cable car.
Josh. He's gotta have it.
Josh?
One of his dirty little tricks.
Great. Great.
If that fucking thing got a hold of Josh, then we're shit out of luck.
I don't know, Mike. It's possible.
What's possible?
It may have taken him down to the mine.
What?
I saw some horrible stuff down there. I think it's where that thing lives, and... Huh.
Em, what?
Fuck it. I'm gonna get that key right from that thing's goddamn bedroom, and then I'm gonna get us all the hell out of here.
And what is all that?
So that old guy's bag.
Is that a map?
That guy was prepared for anything.
Not quite.
What is this place?
Oh my god.
Wait, what is that?
The map of the mines.
I was down there. It was horrible.
You were?
There'd been a cave-in in the 50s, I guess, and these miners got trapped down there.
Oh my god.
Some of them survived, but like 15 of them didn't make it. There was this reporter, and I think he figured out there'd been some like big cover-up going on. I found these plans. They knew the mine was a death trap, but they let the miners keep working anyway. And I'm not sure what it means, but I found this chair. Dried blood all over the place, like somebody'd been tortured.
Michael, I'd like to maybe focus on how we're gonna get the fuck out of here, please.
I'm just saying, it's weird how much crazy shit's gone on up here.
What's weird is that there's a tunnel leading from the lodge to the sanatorium, see?
That's how I got back here.
I saw this when I was down there. That's where it lives.
Shit. Fuck. You guys know what to do.
Yeah.
No one leave. Okay? It's not safe out there. I'll be back soon.
Yeah. Now see, right there. If you heard the discussion I was making yesterday, why is it doing that? If you heard the discussion I made yesterday in my yesterday video with this one, I mentioned how in the board when you find the board at Sam, the memorial board that Josh made for his sisters to honor them, there should have been a box right on there or something around the area where you'll find a box. Can be any kind of box, and there's a note there that says, whoever finds this, it means that I've gone with the plan, blah 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 and all that. I'm sorry, it jagged me with this, blah blah blah, whatever it can be on the note. Then obviously Sam, who found it, takes the needle, and after Mike knocks Josh out, she injects him with the needle, and they go back up to the lodge, like out of the basement and everything, and up, going back up to the lounge room. Yeah, the lounge room. Josh sits there or something, and they like watch him or something, getting ready for him to wake up, which then eventually he does, but he's not cuckoo, is his normal self. He explains to them everything wrong in his life, what happened after his sisters died, including his psychiatrist therapy sessions that he's been having for a long time. And then obviously, like, along the way is when Emily comes along. They see her, they try to discuss everything that's going on, and then Josh obviously says, "No, what's happened is my fault. I've been creating this huge ass prank on you guys. What you're going through right now is my fault. Well, none of it is real." But then she'll go on saying like, "No, there's something else. The tower going down." And then they get a knock on the door from the old guy who tells them everything that happened and how he found the sisters, but wasn't there in time to save them because in the totem part, the events of the past, I think if you collect all the totems, you get to play that. And when you play that, I think we got a small part, a big part, small, medium, small, and a big one. I think it's on the right side. On the right one is the second last one on the right. I think at that part he mentions where that he saw the girls running and he tried to rescue them, but then they fall to their deaths. Yes, indicating to Josh and to them that he was there and he couldn't save them when they fall. And obviously, like, you know, then after that he still blames himself over what happened for everything. So then they go down to the freaking out. They go down to the basements, and then he gets the key out for them to say, like, okay, we're gonna get out of here and everything. But then Josh says he can't leave because he said that after what Emily said about Hannah living was alive down there, he maybe go like crazy, and was always saying that I'm not gonna leave yet. If Emily said that my sisters were alive down there, I'm gonna go down there. I want to find out what happens. If those fucking things killed there, I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna fucking kill all of them. Like he'll go on like on a sort of a revenge path to avenge his sisters. And then obviously, like, depending on everyone's choices, maybe Mike will say like he'll go with him just maybe like Josh will convince Mike to say like, you said I killed her when I didn't. So what if maybe there's a possibility she still could be alive somewhere? And obviously, like, he got into Mike, and then that's when Mike decided that we're gonna go to the sanatorium, pick up some weapons, and go back to the mines and see if we can find them. But no. Right there at that point, they could have said something like that if Josh was with them, not where he is right now. It's pathetic.
I thought that he was gonna help us.
With the flamethrower dude?
Now we don't have a chance.
No, guys, it just means we've gotta be tough. We've gotta do this on our own.
I don't know if I can.
Well, she did it wrong in the mines, so I wouldn't be surprised.
This guy's
Cannibal,
a
so.
little OCD.
I can't read that crap.
There's a lot of history to this. This says that because the Wendigos are mutated from humans, when they hunt us, they know how to perfectly mimic their prey.
Voices. Voices that only the people they're targeting would recognize and know. And it looks like that's it. Yeah, I want to read these parts because it's really interesting, so I'm gonna read them again. I did them in the first one. I didn't do them the second time, so I'll do it in this one. Only a few men have dared to hunt the Wendigo. I am the only man who has ever kept them under control. Heed these words, or shall be your death, and your death will not be the last. The Wendigo must be contained. The Wendigo grows out of cannibalism. When a human is desperate and craves food, trapped on the mountain in the fierce winter storm. When he has eaten nothing for many days, the Wendigo spirit will begin to possess him. Even the strongest man is weak to it. He will kill without remorse. Often those companions who have trouble with him, he will eat the flesh of the raw from the corpses. It's what happened to Hannah. She was alive in the mines for God knows how long, and because she never ate or drank anything for weeks, the curse straight away took control of her, and then when it finally did, she dug up Beth's body and ate her. That's why in the journal she said, "I was so hungry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, blah blah blah." I've seen this happen many years ago. A craving for flesh that cannot be sated, and then the change begins. The eyes turn first and become milky and white. Then the teeth become longer like fangs. The creature grows and the skin is pulled taut across the bones. It's when they transform, mutate. And in Hannah's journal, she said her nails started to come off. She no longer felt the cold. She felt she was getting weaker, but at the same time, she was getting stronger. And then obviously the hair was gone. She felt like she was getting blinded, and so on and so on. But then, when she finally became a Wendigo, she was dead. Like she was gone. There was a tribe that lived in these mountains, the Cree. Their shamans tell stories of a tall creature born in ice. The tribe respected the mountain and all the animals which lived on it. The mountain would become sacred to the Cree. Even every animal became sacred also. The Cree believed it was bad luck to harm an animal on the mountain or would hunt elsewhere. That's why in my second walkthrough, when we killed that squirrel, nature struck back and a bird attacked Sam. Even though it was Chris that did it, the bird attacked Sam and gave her a scratch on the eye. When Jessica killed the birds, some ice that was hanging from a pole almost killed her and Mike when they were lying on the floor. They fall down, nearly killing them. And then the part when I don't think this matters at all, but when Mike takes off the deer's head, nature sort of strikes back. I don't remember it does anything. But then another part with Matt, if he kills the deer, all the reindeers and those, they just like do the thing where they jump up and down with the hooves, like trying to kick him, trying to hit him or something, and forcing him to go back and fall down from the cliff. Right. In 1893, the miners arrived. They found tin and later traces of radium. They mined deep into the sacred mountain. The Cree say that the mountain cried out, and the spirit was released. So what? Because they found traces of radium, the more they stole, the more the spirit was released from the mountain. So it's because the mountain knew, like the mountain itself knew, like the inhabitants that lived with the Indians, they knew, they respected everything, which is why the curse of the Wendigo was never released. But because the miners came, it came out once again. The Wendigo's eyes change. They become both sharper and more dim. The Wendigo sees movement. It is a hunter like a hawk, but it cannot see stillness. If you are to keep totally still, then the Wendigo will not be able to see you. The skin and flesh of the Wendigo are hard like armor. They seem to feel no pain. They cannot be cut or stabbed. Bullets will not pierce their skin, though a shotgun will keep them at bay. It's because of the recoil from the shotguns. Because the Wendigo is mutated from a human, it knows how to hunt us. It can perfectly mimic their prey. You must remain sharp and disciplined. I have killed 6 Wendigos. Knives or bullets will not harm them. Use a flamethrower. It is the best weapon. Fire envelopes them. Fire envelopes them, burns away their skin and makes them weak. But try not to kill them. Killing a Wendigo should be the last resort. Death releases the Wendigo spirit into the air. I have contained them. I use traps to catch them and fire to drive them into cages. The traps were baited with human limbs from those who had no further use for them. One by one, I caught those who had infested the mountain. They may be defenseless. Shamans wrote of rituals. I have found native artifacts on the mountain and copied them. Totems, bunches of herbs and feathers. I copied their design. I have tested them. Out on the mountains they work. They keep the Wendigo at bay. Not entirely, but enough. But inside buildings, they do not work. Cree legends say that the Wendigo grows from the bite of another Cree legend says that the Wendigo grows from the bite of another Wendigo, but the bite is harmless. I have been bitten but did not change. The only way is to eat the flesh of another. There is no other way. The strange man near the lodge was the flamethrower, which was the one that Mrs. Washington saw all the time. Yeah, here we go. According to the book in the cabin, the symbols are to ward off evil spirits. These are the symbols and the artifacts that he was talking about, the stuff he found. With those, they can be used to keep them at bay, but not for long. That's why in the mines they were used a lot.
Oh no.
What?
No.
What is it? What does it say? Let me see that. Shit. We've got to get to Mike. Now.
Oh yeah, sure, just don't help him.
Oh, Joshua, you should have listened to me. Because of your choices, people have died. I don't know which is worse, actively triggering events that lead to someone's death, or passively allowing a tragedy to occur. Because you couldn't lift a goddamn finger to help someone else. Remember last year? Huh? How you left your poor sisters to die? You did nothing to help them. Paralyzed by your own self-centered fear, while a real threat was closing in. Now it's all about you, Josh. It's always all about you. Your game has gone terribly wrong. And your friends, like your sisters, have deserted you. You're all alone. Can you feel how cold your loneliness has become? Huh?
And I said this in my discussion yesterday that he was really close.
Why did you hurt them?
He was really close into helping him, because of his history of taking the drugs way too far and the doses too far, taking them daily than usual. It's why he tried his best. That's why when we found the message of the oh, you can actually see his relationship status. Didn't know that. Yeah, this one. Yes. When he's saying, I enjoy the sound, I don't mind me texting you, but it's just part of what you want. I don't think your plan is going to help. I think you need to stop what you're doing and come to see me. Yeah, this is when he told Dr. Hill about the plan, but Dr. Hill knew that it wasn't actually Josh, it was the cuckoo in him from the doses and the drugs he was taking him. He tried his best to help him, but then obviously it didn't work out. That's why I was saying, like, at this part, Josh made the board to honor the memory of his sisters. If there was like a box underneath the memory board where it said, like I was saying, a note that said, whoever finds this, blah blah blah, I'm sorry, inject this in me, blah blah blah, and all that. You inject it in him as Sam, they bring him back to the lodge, he tells them everything that happened, and so on, and so on, and so on. But no! It would have been so much better if it happened like that, but I guess these game creators wanted to keep the game a bit dark, like dark, if you know what I mean by that. I guess they wanted it like that, so it's pathetic. Because that way, as if Josh woke up, he told them everything that happened, depending on, like, here, the relationship status you have with every one of them, depending on what happens. So obviously with Chris, he tells him that I'm sorry I wasn't there for you. You should have told me this. I'm so sorry, blah blah blah. He'd be there for him no matter what. And depending on what you get with Sam, because this is when they should have fixed that with Sam, because it was Sam, she and Josh were together after the events of the sister's death, because when she survives, she tells the police that she and Josh were close, but the relationship status shows nothing of that. So if it was a little bit more higher to say that, oh yeah, they do have something, then obviously, like, she understands she will help him. But then depending on, like, with Mike, Jess, Emily, and Ashley, it just really pretty much depends. Then obviously Emily tells him about Hannah being live down there. They meet up with the crazy dude, the flamethrower guy, man, sorry. They go down to the basement. He gives them the key for the cable car. But then obviously he'll say, like, nope, I can't leave yet. Those creatures or whatever they're called, or he'll probably say, those fuckers killed my sisters. I'm not leaving this mountain until they are avenged. This is the only way I will find peace in my life. I must get my revenge. And then obviously he'll leave, but then Mike will probably stop him. But then maybe he'll try to convince him to say that, you said I killed Jessica, but now you know the truth, I didn't. You thought I killed Jessica, but now you know I never did kill her. So what if there's a chance that she could still be alive somewhere? What if she's still alive? And then Mike would be like, alright. We could probably head to the sanatorium first. There's some weapons in there we could probably get. So they both leave to the point where we play as Mike for like maybe 30 minutes or something, all around the sanatorium where we have the shotgun, the machete, and the dog. So obviously we hang around the sanatorium to the point where we meet up with Sam in the mine, and then you know how it pretty much goes from there. And then pretty much you know how it goes from there. That's how it should be right now, but I don't know.
But they didn't hurt you, Joshua. Not intentionally. They made a stupid mistake, and a terrible tragedy befell your sisters. They did not intend for that to happen. It just did. And they were sorry, at least, until you subjected them to your night of horrific torture.
Well, they never did say they were sorry. If you play as Ashley and you get some of those choices, she'll say stuff like where she'll say like, what happened wasn't our fault, blah blah blah. But then Chris will be like, I don't know about that, Ashley. And then obviously with Mike and Jessica, when you see the police tape, they'll be like, Jessica would say, well, it wasn't our fault. They ran off to the woods. And I think Mike would probably say, I think he says the same thing, and then along with Emily and Matt. So none of them did technically say they were sorry. None of them did say that.
Let's hope that it's not too late for atonement. And that your friends, if they still are your friends, can save you from this terrible isolation.
And I'll say I will stop here, but for tomorrow on the second day, it's back to Detroit Become Human, my second attempt, and Hitman Season 1. But on the third day, we'll be back to finishing off Until Dawn, because on the third day, it'll be Chapter 9, and then Chapter 10, the finale.